having said that, what I can say, I'm happy that the rule of law has taken place. Number two, just at the end of the day, has also taken place. Just for all the residents of Nakuru County. Personally, I'm not looking for any seat of Nakuru County. My name is Dr. Magare Gikenyi. I'm a consultant general surgeon working at the county government of Nakuru. In addition, I'm also a human rights defender or activist. In this case of Nakuru County, this case essentially was filed last year. It came as a result after the appointment of the governor of Nakuru County. Then the governor nominated 10 CECs to assist run the government. But however, that appointment was skewed, in my opinion, and according to the laws. So because of that, on 18th October last year, 2022, I took the governor and the county government of Nakuru to court on aspect of the list which was released did not reflect the ethnic diversity of Nakuru. So that case was heard between October and December. On the 5th of December 2022, the court gave this judgment, which essentially agreed that the list was skewed to one community. Essentially, one community was taking 70% of the nominees, and yet we want what they call ethnic inclusion as opposed to ethnic marginalization. So because of that, the court essentially quashed the list and ordered the governor to make a fresh list, essentially a fresh process of nominating the CECs. Having done that, the governor then, instead of following what the court had said, on 8th, he produced another list, which essentially was the same exactly as the initial list, but they are just changing one person, removing Dr. Maura and then replacing with Ms. Osoro. That's what's all. Because of that, and because of not obeying the court orders, I moved to court on the 13th of December 2022, essentially for contempt application or procedures, saying that what the governor did and what the court said was not agreeing. Essentially, was doing against the express orders of the court. So the case was heard from that time on December until today. Today, 21st of March 2022, where essentially the court found that indeed the governor did not follow what the court had ordered her to do. Essentially, she was in contempt. She was found guilty of contempt charges. And then the court said that the same is punishable by law, because the action of the governor were contrary to Article 10, 73, 75, 232, as read with the Section 35 of the County Government Act. So because of that, then she ordered the governor to appear in person on the 18th of April 2023 for further orders. So that's about the case. So having said that, what I can say, I'm happy that the rule of law has taken place. Number two, just at the end of the day, has also taken place. Just for all the residents of Nakuru County. Personally, I'm not looking for any seat of Nakuru County. What I want to need, whoever would be chosen, selected or appointed, then let us have what we call ethnic inclusion. We have a society where there is majority of these ethnic communities are involved. Because if, as I said, realistically, we have 42 tribes and there are 10 spaces. You can't expect all the 42 tribes to take 10. That's not being realistic. However, even within those 10, we need to have what we call, you try as much as possible to include all communities. Currently, even as we talk, 6% of the nominees are from one tribe. This is not an ethnic inclusion. So that's what we are saying, that we love our government, we love our governor, but we're not asking for too much. We only need ethnic inclusivity. We also, through ethnic inclusivity, it will bring harmony within the county. Because all the residents of all the ethnic community of the society of this great country of ours will feel part and parcel of society. So that's why we want that a better society ensures that we have a good working environment whereby everybody is involved. When there are issues, we're part of it. Because we realize the county cabinet is an important organ, especially for policy formulation. So if community are not in the table for policy formulation, this is a likelihood that the policies will be made, which could be undertaken, will be against some of the community. That's why we want an inclusivity of the communities in the table of policy making. This is done by decision making organ, of which is the CEC. CEC plus the county secretary and the others form what they call the county executive. So if the county executive is not inclusive, then other communities feel marginalized. So that's essentially what we are requesting for that. So from my understanding, April 14, the court will now give what it considers the final, final sentencing, or what I can say, you give a final verdict. Normally in the contempt, you are either jail or given a fine. Then by virtue of that, then the list which has been, the view in the list automatically by virtue is not illegal, will not continue. We will need to have another fresh list by following what the process, the County Government Act and the Constitution envisages. So that's essentially what happens. When we are dealing with this, there are always challenges. There are some who want us to drop, others want to continue. But what's important for me is to ensure that the rule of law is followed to the end. You don't have to have what you call a short-term gain for a bigger goal. A society like ours ensures that at the end of the day, we ensure what's there for the good society is followed to the end, not left in between. Then there was another case about which I filed of paternity leave, whereby, for example, I wanted, because men and women are equal before society, and it's only fair during after the delivery of the child, both the mother and the child are given equal parental leave. In men it's called paternity, in female it's called maternity. So that case before the ERRC court judgment will be on that 1st May. Essentially what I want what they call an equal society, where women are very important and also men are very important. Because I was arguing that as a society we need even fathers to be involved in what you call cognitive development of a child. When a child, for example, does not get enough support from a father because he's not given enough paternity leave, then even when that child grows up, he may not recognize the father. Because that's why one of the things you realize when you grow old, children tend to go with their mother because fathers have not been given opportunity. So we're waiting for to hear how the court will say. In addition, there was another case whereby, for example, during the BBI case, the MCA were given 2 million car grant just to enjoy themselves so that they can pass the BBI case. I said this essentially is unfair in that Kenyans were suffering and yet somebody is being given some money like form of what I can call it a bribe so that he can pass a bill. So I went to court, although I did not succeed, but the judges appreciated that resources, what they call scarce financial resources, should be used what you call prudent financial resource use. For example, Article 201 of the Constitution ensures that because the resources are scarce, we should use what you call prudent in a good manner, not to waste it. In addition, then I filed other cases involving the PSS. When Ruto came to power, he nominated 51 permanent secretaries. Out of those ones, majority had what we call the word skewed appointment, where one or two communities took a lion's share. In addition, the women were less than a third, which is a constitutional requirement. So that case is still going on before court, and we are waiting for the outcome. Essentially what I'm trying to put across is that we need what we call an inclusive society. We also ensure that the men and the women are given opportunities, equal opportunities, so that at the end of the day, they serve the public well. We don't have to have whereby some people are given more opportunity and less opportunities.